You are live. Hey, everybody. Hey, my name is Bess Parks. I am the host and the founder of Single Moms Level Up. Also, the Single Moms Club private Facebook group. Um, we in here, y'all. We in here. So, I'm not feeling too well today, but I'm a persevere and go push through and probably go to urgent care and just get myself checked out real quick. But yeah, just thought I'd say that. So we are here in day three of the Single Mom Level Up event. And what is this event? This event is you are not the father. You're not the father. So what is that? There's a lot in that. Is that you're not the father? Of course, we're not the father, but there are many times that us as single moms try to be and compensate for our kid's father not being there, whether it be not there at all or only there sometimes or whatever, not participating in ways that we think they should or how we expected them to. Whatever it is, just know that we cannot, because I'm a single mom of two, we cannot compensate for that other parent not being there. There's not anything that we could do that would make up for that other parent not being there. It is what it is, but we can um teach our children to process that, to know that it's not their fault that they're not there, to know that they're still loved, all of that, and to keep just keep moving forward and doing and being the best of what they can be at that time. But definitely let them talk about it, without any judgment, without any of our own emotions or feelings or comments, whatever. Let them talk it out, and just let it be. Let it be, and don't what let me just say, I'm not going to tell you not to. I didn't talk bad about their kid, about their father in any way. I just didn't do that. The most I would say is, well, we just need to pray for him, you know, and leave it at that. That's I'm not gonna go off and whatever else, although they've seen me lose my mind sometimes. And when we're having when we are conversating, and um and we both know each other's buttons and we push them. But anyway, um today the topic is gonna be um is gonna be this. What are you going to do today? What are you going to do today, in the fact that you are not the father? What are you going to do today? What are you going to do about that today? Us not being the father, we have to consciously not um, overdo stuff, because we feel that, hey, if they had a two-parent family, and you may think that that's not the reason why you're doing it, but when you are stretching yourself beyond what you can, really dig down deep and figure out, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Am I doing this because um, mom guilt? Am I doing this because I feel ashamed because I really can't do this, but I'm going to do it anyway because my child needs to have it, or I want to give this to my child, whatever that is. But we need to address that so that we put things in the correct perspective and the correct frame of mind. And how we do that is to keep like I keep a journal. So I keep a journal, and I could say I don't journal every day, but I do journal often. And I start my journal out with things in the beginning of my journal that focus and that keep me focused on the 5 areas of my life. I told you what those were yesterday, and that was your personal, your spiritual, your personal, your spiritual, personal, spiritual, um, um, physical, relational, and then financial. So those areas of my life, and I find when I not all of them are going to be good at the same time, but to work on them um continuously and be consistent in working with them is a good thing. And it's not always on, specific days or whatever, but if that's what you have to do to start, and so that you're aware of what you need to do, then do it. um but with us not being the father, we also have to make sure that we take care of ourselves and not um uh force ourselves to become sports fanatics, or if that's not what you like, don't do it. Don't do it, but show up and participate with your kids. So my son did football ever since he was 5 years old. The babysitter that he had um introduced me to Pop Warner. That's what they call it in California. So I'm gonna pull this down because that's in my face. Put a finger in the face of MC Rick. Anyway, I have a song for everything, y'all. But anyway, the my kid's babysitter introduced me to Pop Warner football, and so they had flag football for the little tykes, and stuff. And of course, you had to be 5, and so my son got into flag football. I know enough about football, but learned more being at the practices. And I was at the practices listening and hearing what the coach was saying to him, and reiterating that to my son, and having conversations about what how practice went, and how the coach said this, and making sure he understood what the coach was asking him to do. Because for a while in flag football, it appeared that my son didn't know what was going on. It appeared that he wasn't catching on. It appeared that this may not be the sport for him. But because I know my son, I knew he was taking in information. He was watching, seeing what people did, seeing how this person did that, listening to what the coach was saying. He was really just like scanning everything that was going on and putting it all together. And so the coach came over and had told me, at he's 5, told me, I don't think he's getting it. I said, just give him a minute. Just give him a minute. Give him a give him a minute and watch. He's just gonna it's just gonna click and he's gonna go. And so I was like, but you can't rush him. Just keep telling him what you want him to do, and what you're expecting of him, and he will catch on to it. And so it was a few weeks later, and he caught on to it. My son knew what his goal was. His goal was to get the flag. Get the flag from the person that has the ball. Get the flag. So it seemed like every time my son's snatching flags, got the flag, got the flag, got the flag. And the coach ran up to me and he was so excited. You told me that he would get it. You told me that he would get it. And all practice, it was him just getting flags, getting flags, getting flags, getting flags. I was like, I told you he was processing. And that's what we have to do in our lives is process through every stage of our children's lives, because we go through stages too as they're going through stages. And a lot of that brings up things from our past, from when we were children. It'll bring up hurts, habits, and hangups that we had from when we were kids, or the results or the residue of it may come up and come out of our mouths or our actions, and we need to be aware of those things. So I told you, I just thought about it. I told you I was going to tell you what was in the Single Mom Queen Cake giveaway. So every month when we do these events, there is a Single Mom Queen Cake giveaway to the single mom that participate or comes out as being the top contributor in the sessions, during these sessions that happen, the 5-day sessions, actually 7 days, because I go all the way through to Tuesday. The replays will be up. Hold on, let me check my other device here. Make sure you guys can hear me. Okay. Okay, so yeah, you can hear me. Plus, I also want to see if there's any comments over there. And like I was saying yesterday, StreamYard is just the platform I use. If you give them permission, it's that way. That way, I don't have to keep looking off at another device to try to see your comments and things. They will pop up on my screen right in front of me, so I can stay focused and connect with you guys, and not have to keep looking off to the side. So anyway, in the Single Mom Queen kit, there's lots of good stuff. I'm going to share my screen because I got it up for you all. Stayed up late the other night, making sure it got together, and things just were happening. Let's just say that things just life was just happening with kids and my grandson and my niece and just there's a lot going on. So share screen. So I'm gonna share this screen, and this is what you get in the Sigma Mom Queen kit. Mind you, I I said what? Okay. Mind you, I sell the Single Mom Queen kit, but I do not put in as much stuff as I do when I give it away. So when I give it away, you get a whole bunch of bonuses. I so just smudged my glasses. Hold on a minute. Oh, totally missed the spot. I don't know what that is. I made it grilled cheese, so it's probably butter. Because I do my grilled cheese with butter. So anyway, let me get here because that looks a little much on the screen. Let me get where I have the graphic for the Single Mom Queen Kit. We're just waiting for that to load. But the Single Mom Queen Kit is a giveaway that's done every month during or at the end of the event, the monthly event. I will do a giveaway. All you have to do is be a part of the Single Moms Club private Facebook group. If you are not and you're watching on Single Moms Level Up YouTube channel, you can become a member of the Single Moms Club. It's a free club, but if you're a member of that, then you can come in and you could share, you can you can give your biggest takeaways. Um, okay, here we go. Give your biggest takeaways. I'm gonna make this bigger so that you guys could see it better. Give your biggest takeaways, and that will all be calculated according to who the computer. Facebook does that for me, and it will tell me who the top contributor is. And so you will earn. And of course, now I'm gonna have pop-ups because I'm sharing my screen. Yep. uh, anyway, I usually always try to give you something for your face to help with the self-care of your face, self-care of your body, all of that, and then a little something for not even a little something, it's a big something for your self-love. So it's a self-care, self-love kit is what you end up getting, because when I sell this, I usually only give the face stuff, like three things. So three things when you purchase the Single Mom Queen kit, you don't get all these extra things that I give away only during the giveaway. Um I try to give some extra things in there, some little surprises. Sometimes there's even more than just more than this. So we have this quick relief soothing aloe vera, um with that's made with soothing aloe vera. It calms and hydrates sensitive skin. This is what I use. This here is also the stuff you could do on the fly. So they soothe and purify. So it's a cleanse and toning wipes. And this is with chamomile and coconut water. And both of these, you don't have to wipe them, you don't have to rinse them off. So you could do that and they moisturize your face. I'm going to tell you, I had a pimple. I could barely even feel a scar there, but I had a pimple right here. And I just let it take go through its process, and pop it, whatever. And then after I did that, I started cleansing my face using the my cellular cleansing water. and it only took like maybe 3 days for it to heal up, and now I could barely even feel, that little scab thing, from what it was, what was left over. I really like these products because I use them for myself as well, and they're really good. So of course, before you cleanse your face, you always want to, if you wear makeup, you want to remove all of that makeup. So this makeup remover duo is really good. You want to make sure you shake the bottle, because so that it gets all re just shake it up so it gets all mixed together. There we go. So it gets mixed together, and get all the makeup and stuff off. And again, you don't have to rinse after that. Get all the makeup off, and then turn around and do the micellar cleansing water, or the soothing purifying wipes, and those will cleanse your face. And then you can move on to the next step. Always moisturize. I don't see a moisturizer in here anymore, with from where I get these products, which is Jafra. I happen to be an independent sales rep for them, Jafra Cosmetics, and you could go to Jafra, www.jafra.com/, B Parks, and that would be my page where you can order things. The moisturizer that I see a lot of times had been the one that has citrus in it. I'm allergic to citrus, so I can't use that. But then I haven't been seeing it lately. So ever since the pandemic, it seems like they've kind of pared down what they offer. So I'm pulling out what I can from them, because I really like their products, and this is what we got for this month. Um, it's not as much because the last couple months I've had so much stuff in the boxes that it wouldn't fit. So the box that it comes in is this box over here. It's a single mom queen kit box, and that's what I showed you. I said that's the box that I showed you. I'm looking to see if this is in the camera. Okay, yeah. So that's the box that I showed you yesterday. And it's a pretty big box. And I packed it so much, the stuff wouldn't fit in there. So I have to send out some other stuff by itself to the two people that I had done that for. There were some back orders, so I was sending 2 months out at a time. So anyway, so there's that. Then there's these little discs that I usually have a sample, but actually I wouldn't even be able to do it with this mic. But it's a little disc that's about the size of a maybe a nickel in your hand, and then it's about that big. You pour some water on it, and that thing expands out, and it like grows. And then you just like kind of unravel it, and it ends up being a face towel that's bigger than the size of my hand. It's bigger than the size of my hand, and it's a disposable face towel. I've used these at work, especially. I've used these at work, or when I'm out somewhere, and I usually always have a bottle of water with me because this is Texas and it's too hot, and there's no way that you can go somewhere without a bottle. You shouldn't. You can, but you shouldn't without a bottle or two of water. This is going to be a hot summer, so I think I may be starting to carry the little igloo that will hold about 6 bottles of water in it in my car all the time. Um, because it's just too hot, y'all. It's hot, and we just barely getting started. So these are good because you can pour that water on it, put it on your face, let it air dry, and be good for a little while. Then we have these Jaffa Wees, and these are one of my favorite things too. I love the way this smells. It's a um, fresh kind of energizing smell, but not too no, not too strong. It's really a cool scent is what I would call it. And you get 5 of these, and I like them because they're the little sample vials that you used to get back in the day from the makeup lady. And so but there you got 5 of them. So I have one in my wristlet. I have one in my wristlet. I have one. I sometimes keep one in my car, but it will leak in your car if it's hot in the car. It will leak. And so sometimes I don't do it in the summertime. So one in my car, one in my desk at work, and then I have some extra ones for wherever I run out. I could replace those. Then I have this. Then I'll be giving you this in the Single Mom Queen Kit giveaway is this Single Mom Level Up Challenge Focus Journal. So it is a focus journal that helps you with the leveling up channel, leveling up challenge of single moms. It has some guided prompts in there. This is a create. I can't even say it's my creation because it's a way that I have learned to journal when I participated in a passion and purity class, at church for the singles, and it was like right after my mom passed away. So my sister passed away 2 years prior, and I didn't feel like journaling, and it was like God kept telling me you need journal, 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 and it kept coming up, TV shows, on the commercials, that is something, journal, journal, journal. I was like, I don't want to, you know, and so I joined this class, and one of the requirements was to journal, and then when they showed the new way and they started talking about it, then I became interested. I was like, I didn't feel like just randomly writing. I didn't want to do that. you know but when they showed how to focus on these 5 areas of your life, I was like, what? I've never heard of that. So I started doing that, and now often I do that, and I try to do it. And this isn't just at the beginning of the year, because my journals, I'll run out of my journals and then I have to start a new one. So every new journal that I start, whether it's in the middle of the year, in the middle, 3 months into the year, whenever I start a new journal, I always start that first part of that journal with what my focuses are. And they may be the same focuses year after, for a few years, until things you start seeing things change. And then you'll start changing your focuses at that time. And when you go back and you start reading through your journal, which part of it was to go to write in your journal. Before you write in your journal, you go back and read the day before, then you start writing in the journal. And I was like, that's a good reflection to do that. And so this is what's in the Single Mom Queen Kit giveaway for the month of June. I'm gonna stop sharing and hopefully get out of this screen. Okay, amen. But I'm gonna stop sharing and go back to the screen here, and we've got like a few minutes left. And so it requires us to do something physical. It requires us to change our focus, which requires us to write some things down, write some goals down, write some benefits of those goals, write down what our course of action, what are we going to do? How are we going to take action? And just know that it just takes one little thing towards that. Um, Not being the father means that you need to let the kid's father be their father. I said it yesterday, and know that if they see them every weekend, they're only seeing their children 14% of the year. The rest of it's all on us. And we can't complain about doing this all by ourselves if we don't offer them other opportunities to participate. Sometimes that's all they're waiting for, is just an opportunity to participate. Know that uh, uh, the father of our children may also be um, scared. They don't know any better. They don't know may not know how to raise kids. This may be their first child, maybe it's their second child, and maybe they still don't know because they haven't been around a baby for 24 hours and 7 days a week, 365. Maybe that's the case, and they don't know about raising kids, don't know that they need to be there available for those times. So offer, hey, for them to spend some other time with your children. um and Father's Day is coming up. Maybe they want to spend time with their kids. Offer that to them. Offer them time to spend with their kids. Even if it's maybe not their weekend or whatever, offer them some time to spend with their kids. Ask them if they would like to spend time with their kids. Give them that space to do that. Of course, if there are court orders and there is safety issues and there's toxicity and there's all of that, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't talk yourself into doing it. Just don't do it. Because if the damage that can be done can't be undone. I'm just saying. Okay. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching live. I want to thank you for watching the replays. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for putting in comments about your biggest takeaways from the sessions. Thank you for watching live on Single Moms Level Up YouTube channel. Thank you for watching live in the Single Moms Club on a private Facebook group. Thank you guys so much for being and participating in these events. And for participating and supporting each other within the group. So, yeah, I think this is it, y'all. I know it's amazing because I'm done way before the time is over. But let me see if there's any questions here. Let me check YouTube because I know you guys on YouTube probably feel a little bit out of the loop. Uh-oh, hold on. Okay. That there we go. It says I'm live. Okay. So live chat, I don't see any questions as of yet. When you watch the replays and put in your biggest takeaways and any questions that you may have, and I'll get pinged, and we'll talk about it, and I'll post it in a group and start a conversation. That's what this is all about: is starting conversations that maybe you didn't know we know something, or you want to know something, or you have something that you could share. You never know if you might share something that will help another single mom, because you don't know what you don't know, till you don't till you realize you don't know. I know that's a mouthful and I can't say it again. But anyway, come and join these events and share them. It's much appreciated. And co-parenting is a big part of our lives if we have that opportunity to co-parent. Sometimes you don't, and don't feel bad if you don't. Again, don't overcompensate. Don't overcompensate, because it doesn't really help you, it doesn't help the children. It's just a reaction to something. So in the beginning, I had said on day one, I said that I had been in a single moms summit a couple weeks ago, and one of the counselors in the session that I was participating in said that single motherhood was a trauma response. And I was like, trauma response? I ain't no trauma response. What you trying to say? But I sat in that and thought about that, and dug deep into that over the weekend, because the summit was on Saturday, and so I had also Sunday and Monday off. So I kind of just sat in that and was like contemplating that in the back of my mind, and then came to realize, okay, I understand now. The trauma is not of necessarily the relationship not working out and us becoming single moms. It's it not meeting our standard, or our dream being blown up and diminished, and kicked to the curb, because things didn't come out the way that we thought it should. And that's a hard thing to have to accept, that hey, this isn't the way that it was that intended for it to be. But it is what it is, and be grateful for your children. I know that I am, because God knew that I needed my children. He knew I needed my children, because I had my kids I had my kids 7 years. I had my son 7 years. Yeah, 7 years before my sister passed away. Um 9 years before my mom passed away. God knew he was going to take my mom, and he knew he was going to take my sister. He knew that I needed my son and my daughter in order to keep going, because if I didn't have my children, I don't know where I'd be right now, cuz I was a hot mess. I was a hot mess, and if it wasn't for my children that were grounding me and keeping me focused on, hey, I need to, nurture and be there for them and help them along the way, I don't know where I'd be, y'all. I don't know where I'd be. And they were definitely a comfort for me to have some little people that love me no matter what, love me through whatever I'm going through, and still love me, you know. And not saying I did anything bad to them, but I was going through some things, and my children still, they love me no matter what. I had a piece of God's love with me through my children. Uh, and I believe you have the same. Your children entered your lives to pull those things out of us, that strength, that the ideas, the CEO in us out. And CEO is just chief executive officer of your life. Doesn't mean you have to be an entrepreneur, but if you're an entrepreneur, it'll help you. But it will help you in work, it'll help you in every area of your life. But that all starts with us taking care of ourselves, through self-care, self-love, and supporting one another. That's it, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. As they say down south, God willing, and the creek don't rise. I'll see you all tomorrow, and much love. Hashtag, hashtag. Single moms, love. Bye. And we'll be out as soon as it decides it wants to cut out, because, it takes its time sometimes. Okay.